Nursery is not appropriate for people under the age of 18 years of age. Go to thirdclass.net and bullskit.com. Hey guys, welcome to Nursery, a podcast from Ohio's creative voice.
That's us.
And we're in Kent, Ohio right now. Jack, you want to tell the people what you do, who you are, what sexual orientation?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just sort of into the grass right now, sexually, and, but also sort of physically. Okay. That sounds like a joke about weed.
Oh, yeah, it does, yeah.
But what I mean is that I'm sitting on the grass and also very sexually attracted to this current location. What I do...
That's poop.
What I do...
That's poop.
What I do is poop. Snap. We're going to play a show here tonight at the Stone Tavern.
So if you're listening, come to it, even though this will be weeks after, but just want to let you know the context because Kent is awesome. Stone Tavern's pretty sweet. And we're going to do something we've never done before, which is incorporate some harmonica into the set. You guys probably know my band because I won't shut up about it. I know what you guys think of me, but you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here listening if it wasn't for that context.
Well, you wouldn't understand the context unless you did. If you don't know, you don't need to know, man.
Yeah, man. Just like when people ask you what a vagina is, I don't know, and I don't need to know, and that's been my life.
So I just got a text. So far, I've told like 3 people that we're playing the show. So I think, and also
It's going to be crowded.
Yeah, so I'm pretty pumped about the whole idea. I think it's gonna be good, and all the people listening to this podcast are gonna know about it in 2 or 3 weeks. So
you know it's gonna be good.
If you guys in the future want to come back into the past and go to our show, we'd be happy to see you.
Yeah, we'll see you there.
Have seen you there.
We will have seen you there.
All right. To jump back to the Future car and talk about something that isn't a joke. Let's talk about surfboards. That's what I was thinking. How did you know I was going to talk about surfboards?
We were gonna do it on the last one, and we never got to it because we talk too much.
That's right. Last time we did a podcast, we were talking about how we went to Quaker Steak and Lube in Boardman and ate a bunch of wings, and then talked about all the stuff we were going to talk about on the podcast, and then didn't talk about any of that stuff on the podcast. But one of those things that I wanted to talk about was like surfing, which I've never done, and skateboarding, which I've never been good at and never really tried to do very well. But it's a really neat thing to search around on Wikipedia and click some hyperlinks and figure out these different ideas about stance, handedness, footedness. These are all actually different things. You can be right-handed, you can be right-footed, and most people are. In fact, most people know these numbers. Statistically, something like 90% of people are right-handed, 10% are left-handed. And of those same groups, if you follow me, then among all people, still 90% of them are right-footed, even left-handers. So if you know somebody's left-handed, in all likelihood, they're right-footed. These somehow occupy different quadrants or different parts of your brain or blah, blah, blah. I don't quite know how all of it works. And stance is its own thing altogether. Interestingly, it's split 50-50, and it is kind of just a preference that you decide early on. I suspect, and some people think, maybe it has to do with the natural curvature of your spine or just something you decide early on when you have to make a choice about how you're going to stand, say, when you play ping pong or surf on a surfboard, or if you put your right foot up on the skateboard first. And so there's goofy and natural stance. I'm going to get it all wrong and be wrong. I need the Wikipedia page to really tell me which is which. I think I'm goofy stance. Some people can switch back and forth, and that's really cool because you can be one stance, but you can fake it kind of so well in another that that no one can tell watching you which one is your. I want to use the word natural, but so it's hard to use the terminology.
Well, for the suspension of disbelief within a podcast where we get to make up our own world, we're going to go with natural and goofy stance for this. So you guys, if you don't know what we're talking about, make yourself know.
Yeah, I mean, get on Wikipedia, check it out.
Get on our level.
Get on our level.
Make yourself know what we're talking about.
But I just think it's an interesting thing. It's something I thought was cool that, like, people stand differently and have different hands. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's not that. I mean, everybody knows that they each have two hands, and some people can use both of them pretty well, and some people cannot use both of them real well, and some people play the piano or play the drums, and there are words like ambidextrous and ambiguous and amphibian, and like that just is like about, you know, whether you're in water. I don't know. But you know, it's pretty cool. And if you can like push a person backwards, and whatever foot they step backwards with has something to do with something.
Exactly. And you know, so you listeners aware, some of the music you hear on this podcast, a lot of it has to do with the guy that's talking to me today, Jack, in the band Third Class, and we got our youngest brother, Steven, who does his own stuff under the moniker Summer Camp Steve. And this dude, just to relate, he is left-handed. Steve is left-handed, and when he was younger, he read books like 1,000 Things Why Left-Handers Are Cool, the suppression of the left-handeder, and stuff like that.
You know, I mean, people have heard those words like sinister, like literally means like the Latin root is left-handed. So like there's a lot of associations between...
Dexterity means like...
Dex.
Right.
Does it?
Yeah.
Which is weird because...
Ambidextrous even has the word right more in it than left, I believe. It might be wrong too, but we're in our own world here, right?
We're just making it up as we go along. Yeah. I didn't even read Wikipedia. Is Wikipedia a thing?
No, but I know what is.
I'll have to Google it.
Stuff
is a thing.
Yeah.
Well,
who's going to argue that?
Maybe Wikipedia can tell us whether Wikipedia has an article on left or right-handedness. But I think it's really important for people to realize that there's nothing wrong with being left-handed. I mean, if that's what you're into, not that there's anything wrong with that.
Hey, I put up with a lot. I can be tolerant, even if you're left-handed. I mean, also, if you look up Wikipedia on Wikipedia, does the universe explode? What if dogs walked us?
Does not compute.
Dude, that's deep, man. Imagine if dogs... I can't even think it. Can you even... Jeez.
Whoa. What if we are dogs and the sky is God's pretzels salt?
So he's quoting a really obscure line from Can't Hardly Wait, which I don't even know if he knew that when he sang it.
I'm not quoting it. I'm just referencing those cliches about what if this?
What if the stars are a bunch of salt and God's just waiting to eat us up? Somebody said that in that movie Can't Hardly Wait.
Yeah, and then somebody one time was like, what if God's tears are really rain? Or what if the clouds are God's eyes and we don't even know what he's looking at?
Or what if the gods are the clouds' eyes?
Dude, you just blew my mind.
But yeah, we're the dogs and women are the cats. Yeah. Truth about cats and dogs, Janine Garofalo. Check it out. I heard it's pretty good.
Cats are from Venus and men are from...
Penis.
Mars.
No, I think it's cats from Venus, men are from Venus. Cats are from Venus. Men is from penis
All right,
for some
when you
reason.
really think about it, is in a certain sense, don't we all kind of come from penis? I mean Venus. I mean
Yeah.
Venus de Milo. I mean penis to.
Penis to Well, if it isn't, it's a flying penis trap or whatever.
Penis the
Wait, what is it? Penis fly trap. Sorry.
silo. Oh, you're talking about now. I see what you're saying. You're talking about the Little Shop of Horrors.
Whores.
Oh, let's keep this above board here. I think we've had a little too many references to sex, and that's the last thing on everybody's mind.
Oh yeah, dude. Not all roads lead to that ever. It's always just dude. That's a weird thing to reference. Why were you thinking of that, dude? Why? Why? Why would you got to be able to relate to our audience?
Dude, I think our sense of humor is so entrenched in this dryness that we just bounce back and forth. Unless you're with us from the beginning, or even if you're not, I don't even know what I'm talking about now. You're going to probably have to Wikipedia this podcast to understand it in 20 years.
It's not on Wiki, but it will be in the future. No, it won't.
Which is luckily when you'll be listening to this podcast. So hopefully somebody has analyzed it for everybody by then, because what we're talking about is
Sex. We'll see you. We will have seen you at the show. And we will have podcasted. We will have cast a pod. Also, the idea of humor,
interestingly, is mostly
just saying things like they're correct when they're incorrect.
Or wait, is that humor?
I think humor hasn't really ever changed in the sense that, I saw that in comediansincarsgettingcoffee.com. Somebody said that. They were like, comedy has never changed and will never change, but they meant it in a positive way. It's just like doing things that are not in the realm of normalcy.
Well, if we are to analyze what really is funny and what isn't funny,
Which you should never do.
don't do that, because explaining jokes isn't the same as telling them.
And we did that last time you and me were on the podcast. If anyone checks out the episode, hand washing, what's it called? Something in hand washing.
Sex and hand washing.
It's not that. Why do I not know this? Look up one of the Nursery, in the archive of Nursery. Look up.
You gotta edit this, man.
No. just the only episode that has the word hand washing in it. That's the one that has Jack on it. Otherwise, so check it out.
Jack on the podcast about hand washing.
Jack on.
On.
Gross. That dude's jacking on. What does that mean?
I'm really turned up. All right. What are we gonna call this one?
Probably something about goofy stance.
Goofy stance.
And then we'll probably throw in something like Venus or something.
Goofy stance and jacking on.
That's nice. Goofy stance and jacking on. That's what it's called.
Well,
So you know that already because it's labeled that. Duh, we knew that.
we'll just go ahead and put a disclaimer here at the end that if you have listened to this, go back in time and don't.
Yeah, and then we'll have not enjoyed your company, and we will have seen you at the show, if you will have traveled back.
All right, I think we're done here.
Our sponsor today is the Orange Avocado, providing gluten-free and raw materials as desserts. Also, if you like the music on the podcast, check out thirdclass.net. If you think we're funny, I know you probably don't, check out bullskit.com. Jack, in particular, what you're going to want to do is to go search for his music.
Oh, I thought you were telling me what.
It sounds like I'm talking to him, but I'm talking to you, listeners. For the listeners, there's an airplane flying above us right now. If you can paint a picture, I don't know if you can paint that picture for yourself, but I just want to give you a scene. We're laying on the grass, looking up through a couple tree branches at a moon and a plane. But anyways, Jack's music, listener, it goes farther than Third Class. It's in this band called Juche, Juche. Go to Bandcamp Go online, search it, Juche, and you'll hear a lot of cool electronic soundscapes from him and his friend John Martin. We've covered that in the other podcast, though.
That's that.
I guess that might be it.
But you're going to edit this.
No, I would just throw it in with other things.
All right, then.
Well, okay. Tell Mom something.
I'll take out the garbage when I get home, I promise.
That sounds real.
Was it?
No, that's good. I'm just asking. Is there a story behind that?
Oh, I mean, in 2 weeks' time or 3 weeks, I just figure, like, we'll probably have a full garbage
Oh,
can.
you're telling her that's smart. For when she actually hears it, if she listens. Because we assume she does, because we have a message for her at the end of almost all of these.
Well, I mean, I saw that there was the last podcast had at least one play, and I figured that was her. So.
Had one play. Yeah. That was her. Mom, if you download this, go back in time and don't listen to it.
Give her instructions on downloading podcasts. Because
Oh, yeah, Mom, go to archive.org, and I don't know if you can download, but you can hit play on the audio thing that says goofy stance and jacking on.
Mom, you're not going to want to click that link. It's all...
Don't listen.
Don't search.
Well, at least go back in time after you listen. And then don't. And then listen again.
Don't Google it.
Don't Google it. So, Mom, we're on a podcast.
I got to pee.
What?
I got to pee now.
Okay.
Just edit it.
Oh, man. I'll see you guys. Hopefully you had fun. Guys, we're in the bathroom, and I'm going to pass the mic like the Beastie Boys under the stall. Jack just looked over the stall at me.
All right. Don't worry about what is going on in the stall.
Yeah. That feeling when...
You know that feeling when you ate like 4 New Orleans Johnsonville bratwursts last night? And then, like, you've been farting all morning, and you're about to take a shower, and you're like, man, I just wish I could shit. What's that, Lee?
I didn't say anything.
Sorry, Lee.
I was joking on it.
You know, that feeling when you're like, I should poop really before I take a shower.
Courtesy flush. Sorry. Splashing on me. Go on.
But, you know, you're like about to hop in the shower. You're like, I should poop first, because then, you know, it's like the shower's a bidet. You know how it goes, right? I don't know. I mean, maybe you don't. Whatever. However you do things. But then you don't end up actually pooping, and it's just a fart when you're on the toilet. And then, so you jump in the shower, and you wash your hair, you get everything clean, and whatever, however it goes. And then you get out of the shower, and there's that poop you had to take, and now you got a dirty butthole, and you're already showered. And what are you gonna do? Because you got to go play a show in Kent tonight, and you're not gonna jump back in the shower just to wipe your ass, are you? I mean, clean your ass. I mean, are you?
You know that feeling? Listeners?
That feeling, it's like a certain tingling inside.
Listeners, if you're not familiar with the feeling of having to play a show in Kent and then having to fart and then take a poop after you take a shower, you haven't lived.
And then you got to use like that cheap toilet paper that is available in restrooms. So I bought, and then it's all sort of like itchy and scratchy. All right, dude, hurry up.
I can't. Sorry, it's weird.
You mean me watching you is weird?
No, it's just the poop is weird.
All right, I'm gonna wash my hands for you.
Thanks.
Yeah. I was afraid it was security. They'd be like, some guys are doing a podcast in the bathroom and pooping and stuff.
Guys, if anyone's listening to any podcast of Nursery, explicit. It's explicit. Just like don't.
You gotta tell them up front.
No, I'll tell them. This will be up front. Like, just take that as a rule of thumb. This is obviously the first, 3 seconds of almost all of these. It's not a kid's podcast. It's pretty obvious, but, just don't.
It is called Nursery, so we gotta say...
Right, that's why we have to kind of make sure, because the Googling and the idea, I understand, because we are childlike. But that's a lot different than doing programs for children. So anyways, we were in the bathroom doing the podcast, and I was telling Jack that every poop I took...
They know that. Wait, this is going to be at the beginning?
No, well, this isn't now. But
they're going to know because they're going to...
Did I say it already? Okay. Well,
the poop thing?
Yeah, well, no, I just wanted to reiterate because Jack and I, you heard us in the bathroom in camp, and I was telling Jack that every poop I took was a... every poop you take, every poop you make, every time you break wind, how you make, I'll be pooping you. Poop Daddy version. It's kind of hard when you're pooping down. Hope you in the stall, pooping brown. Watching us while we poop for you. Every day we poop for you. Memories give me the strength I need to succeed, the strength I need to believe. My thoughts, big poop, I just can't define. Wish we could turn back the hands of poop. Us in the sticks, watching new clothes and pips and meetings.
Shits.
I don't know. I just rolled over the line because I just rolled over the line because I can't remember what he actually says there. My thoughts, poop, I just can't define. Every poop you take, every poop you make, every special Video Music Awards version where Sting actually jumps in for a second. Oh, can't you pee
without pooping?
Every bow you make, can you courtesy flush? Somebody tell me why on that morning when you took a shower, I know you'd poop afterwards. Ladies and gentlemen, Poop No More and Poop 12 and Notorious P.O.O.P. with Poop Daddy, with special appearance by Stinging Anus at the VM Poops.
Unabashedly, we're just dicks and poop jokes. Sorry, you guys. We're seriously podcasting while he's taking a dump in the bathroom.
Yeah, well, that's life.